الحمد لله الذي أحيانا بعدما أماتنا وإليه النشور. We praise and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We praise and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us back our lives after we were dead last night. And indeed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our final return. Yesterday we started the talk and the durus about ahkamul udhiyah. For the brothers who attended yesterday, we were talking about ahkamul udhiyah, and we said that these are going to be the series of the durus that we started yesterday. And inshallah, bi'awnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, we are going to complete this ahkam tomorrow inshallah. And we discussed about the hukm of udhiyah. What is ahkam? Is it fard? Udhiyah, sacrificing on the day of Yawm al-Nahr. Is it fard or is it sunnah or is it sunnatul muakkada? We made it very clear that the ulama, they have said that udhiyah, it is sunnatul muakkada lil mustati'. It is sunnatul muakkada lil mustati'. It is sunnatul muakkada for the one who can do it. It is sunnatul muakkada. Sunnatul muakkada, it means it is a highly emphasized sunnah in Islam, which is the category which is almost next to the obligatory. The category of the sunnatul muakkada is almost next to the fard. For the one who can afford, then it is sunnatul muakkada. And shurutuha, we mentioned also the shurut, the condition for the Yawm al-Udhiyah, Yawm al-Nahr, the shurut of mudahi. What are the conditions for the sacrifice? Number one, we say that the first condition, it has been explained by the ulamas, it has to be bahimatul an'am. The udhiyah should be bahimatul an'am. That is livestock. The camel or the cow or the goat or the sheep. These are the bahimatul an'am. It should be from there. These are the recommended bahimatul an'am, that we should do the sacrifice from those mentioned animals. And the second condition is that these animals, they should reach the certain age. They should reach the certain age. For the camel, for the one who is going to reach, slaughter the camel, we said at least that camel has reached 5 years. وَلِلْبَقَرَ وَلِلْإِبِلِ مَا لَهُ خَمْسَ سَنَوَاتٍ. For the camel that should be slaughtered, it has at least reached the 5 years. وَلِلْبَقَرَ مَا لَهُ سَنَتَانِ. And for the cow, it should be at least it has reached 2 years. The one who is going to slaughter the cow, at least it has reached 2 years. وَلِلْمَعْزِ مَا لَهُ سَنَتَامَ. And for the one who is going to slaughter the goat, at least that goat has reached 1 year. The goat has reached 1 year. And for the one who is going to slaughter the ram, it has reached 6 months. It has reached 6 months. This is the second condition for the adh-ha. And you choose the one who is at least fat. And the third condition is that the animal that you're going to slaughter, it should not have any aib. It should not have any aib. Example, you are slaughtering the animal which is blind, or the animal which the horns were cut, or one of the horns is missing, or the animal which doesn't have the tail was cut. Or the animal which is disabled, it doesn't have one of the legs. This one, the second condition, the third condition, that animal should not have any aib. واختلف العلماء, and some of the ulama also, they have said that the animal which has been marked with a paint, but many ulama that say that one has no problem, because it is only the mark. You know, in our area there, where the people who are the livestock, they know, you mark your animal. You mark your animal, whether it is color green, they know this is for the family and so and so. Color blue, this is no for family and so and so. But even in Islam, the animals and the pets, they have rights, whereby, like putting the mark by cutting one of the ear, or cutting the tail, it is against the right of the animal. So the ulama, they have said that by putting the mark with the paint, that one doesn't have any problem because it doesn't have any aib. And the fourth condition that we mentioned is that you slaughter the animal on the proper time, and the proper time is after Salah, ba'da Salah. Rasulullah said, whoever slaughters before the prayers, before Eid prayers, is not counted as a Adh-ha, is not counted as a sacrificial of the Eid. It is counted as the normal meal, normal meat that you are preparing for your family. But man dhabaha ba'da Salah, whoever is going to slaughter after the prayers, that person faqad atamma nusuk. You have followed the correct sunnah of Rasulullah and it's going to be written for you. You have done Adh-ha on the proper time. It is like Zakatul Fitri, opposite of Zakatul Fitri. In Ramadan we are told Zakatul Fitri should be given out before prayers. Whoever gives out Zakatul Fitri after Eid prayers is not counted as Zakatul Fitri, but is counted as the normal sadaqah that we give. If you give out after Salah, for Salah, Zakatul Fitri. But if you give before Salatul Eid, it is counted as Zakatul Fitri. But for the Adh-ha, for the slaughtering and sacrificial, it should happen after Eid prayers. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, sacrifice should be done after Eid prayers and not before the Eid prayers. And if a person knows how to slaughter, it's better for him to slaughter by his own hand. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, hadith of Sunan al-Tirmidhi, ضحى رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم بكبشين أقرنين أملاحين. Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم slaughtered his own hand two sheep with his own hand, and he says صلى الله عليه وسلم أولها عن محمد وآل محمد. This one sheep is for the Muhammad and his family, and the other sheep is for the entire followers of Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم who will not be able to slaughter. Who will not be able to slaughter, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has already slaughtered for you. And min as-sunnah, also among the sunnah, when you are slaughtering, the knife should be very sharp, and the animal also should face the qibla. The animal should face the qibla, and you should mention فَلِذْكُرُ اسْمُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهَا. You should mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name before the slaughtering. Bismillahi Allahu Akbar. You say Bismillahi Allahu Akbar, and the animal should face the qibla. And brothers, it is against the sunnah. We have seen some of the brothers are doing that, and it is against the sunnah. You will find out that they are slaughtering, it is for the family, but they have written the name of every member of the family, the father, the mother, and all the children. The names are written. And when someone is slaughtering, first of all is reading the names. Is reading the names. Haj Ibrahim, example. Understand? Ibrahim. Fatima, the wife, my firstborn, Abdul Aziz, my secondborn, Asad, my thirdborn, Fatima, my fourthborn. After mentioning all the names, then you touch the animal. And some of them, they recite the name and touch the animal. They recite the name and touch the animal, massaging the animal before the slaughtering. It is again as the sunnah of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In Islam, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. This animal is for the entire household. Is for the entire household. So the moment you put niyyah, this is for mine, my sacrificial, and my entire family. That is enough. إنما الأعمال بالنيات والنية محلها القلب. In Islam, a'mal are counted the niyyah, and the place of the niyyah, it is in the heart. The place of the niyyah is in the heart. So we don't mention the names of anybody. And you slaughter by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without mentioning anyone's name. And it is allowed for those who are going to slaughter the goats. The goat is enough for you and your family. And if you slaughter the cow, it is allowed. Sharia says that the cow, 7 people, they can share on a cow. And also for the camel, 7 people, they can share of the camel. If there is friends, they can come together and contribute. 7 people. They say that, let us slaughter the camel. Example, how much is the camel? 120,000. Then 7 people, they come together and they slaughter. How much is the cow? Example, 90,000. Then 7 people, they come together and they contribute. Then they buy 1 cow, and it is allowed. For the goat, it is 1 person or him and his family. And the fadila, there is many hadith of Rasulullah in the virtues of the sacrificial. Hadith of Zayd bin Arqam, the hadith he found in Sunan Ahmad and also Ibn Majah. sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was asked by the Sahaba, Ma hadhi al-adhahi? Why do we slaughter? فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم سنة أبيكم إبراهيم. Sahabas, they came, they say, Ya Rasulullah, why are we slaughtering? Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told them, we are commemorating and following the sunnah of our father Ibrahim alayhi salam. فَمَا لَنَا بِهَا. And what thawab are we going to get? Which thawab are we going to get from this adhahi, from the sacrificial? He said, لِكُلِّ شَعَرَةٍ حَسَنَةٍ. For every hair of the animal, Allah Ta'ala is going to write for you hasana. وَالْحَسَنَةُ عَشَرِ أَمْثَالِهَا. And every hasana, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is paying 10 thawabs. Rasulullah told them, لِكُلِّ شَعَرَةٍ حَسَنَةٍ. Every hair of the animal, you are going to get hasana. وَلِحَسَنَةِ عَشَرِ أَمْثَالِهَا. And every hasana, Allah Ta'ala is going to write for you 10 thawabs. وَلِلسُّوف. They ask, what about the suf? Because the ram has the suf. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, بِكُلِّ صُوفٍ وَشَعَرٍ بِحَسَنَ أَمْثَالُهَا. He said, in the suf and also in the hair, the same thing. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is going to write for you the hasana, and the hasana has 10 thawabs. And how are you supposed to divide your meat? You have slaughtered. How are you going to divide your meat? They are going to divide their meat into 3. 1/3 of the meat is going for you and your family. It is yours and your family. And 1/3 of the meat, lil asdiqa, you distribute them to the friends. You distribute to the friends. And 1/3 of the meat to the fuqara wal masakin. You give the fuqara wal masakin. This is how you are going to do. Even Rasulullah used to do that. Even after the death of the Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the best thing I can do for Khadija, my first wife, the one who supported me in my mission, even after her demise, sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to slaughter. And when he slaughtered, he used to have 1/3 for his family, 1/3 for the asdiqa of Khadija. He said, this one is for the friends of Khadija. Even after her demise, sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to remember Khadija. He used to distribute to the friends of the Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, and the other one to the al-fuqara al-masakin. And this one, brothers, and it is allowed even to the non-Muslims. We have neighbors who are non-Muslims, neighbors who are living in the same estate to the non-Muslims. Muslim Islam is the religion, is the deen of generosity. Islam is the deen of generosity. We cannot say that this one is for only Muslims. You have the neighbors who are non-Muslims, you give them hadiyah. Let them also feel the Eid of the Muslims. You have the workers who are working for you, non-Muslims. Among your employees, those who are working for you are non-Muslims. You give them, cut into pieces and let them have, all of them they have pieces. Even though they are non-Muslims, let them feel the joy of the Eid. Let them feel the joy of the Eid. And Islam is a religion of ihsan. The religion of Islam, it teaches us to be doing ihsan to our neighbors, to our colleagues. You understand? People who are working in the same office, you understand? You can pack them, and you come and distribute to your staff or the colleagues who are working them. Or you are a student, your classmate, you give them. And Islam is a religion of generosity, and generosity is not only for the Muslims, only for the non-Muslims, because this deen of Islam was spread with mahabba. And one of the way of mahabba, sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, tahadu tahabu. In order to bring the mahabba, the love, you understand, give hadiyah. And one of the things which bring love among the society, among the community, it is hadiyah. If you give hadiyah to someone, you understand, you will see even someone, maybe you have a neighbor in your estate, he has never said hi to you. Maybe you have a neighbor, even one single day, he has never greeted you. You understand? But Islam says, you don't pay back bad, you pay back with the good. You pay back with the good. Maybe by giving the hadiyah, it could be the reason for this person now to be saying hi. And you will see the change from this person. And one of the way of changing a person who has hard heart, the heart is very hard. You understand? One of the way of changing is giving hadiyah. If you do hadiyah, you will see this person, from next day, he'll be saying, morning, how are you? Habari yako? You'll be getting the greetings from him. So this is one of the way of bringing someone closer. Inshallah, tomorrow our darsa we'll talk about also أحكام العيد. أحكام العيد. جزاكم الله خيرا. بارك الله فيكم. سبحانك الله وبحمدك. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت. نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.